Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Tiscode. I teach beginner friendly coding tutorials using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. In our today's 7th of 10th live session, we'll be building a clean, modern, fully responsive portfolio website using only HTML and CSS. This is what we have today. For the portfolio website, we have the nav bar with the logo, with the nav links, with nice over effect. Then the right hand side, we have the button with nice over effect as well. Then in the home page, we have the emoji, the waving emoji. You can see it with some keyframes. Then we have the logo as well. We have the description title. I just used Lorem some to generate some text for the description. Then we have the button as well, the I am button and the resume button with the icon, with the download icon as well. Then in the right section, the right hand side, we have the profile image as well with nice over effect. Then for the stats, we have plus 12 years experience, plus 200 projects done, plus 120 happy clients, plus 5 award won. That's for the stats. Then for the services, we have different card with nice over effect as well. We have card for web development, UI UX design, mobile development, photography, digital marketing, same as brand strategy. So this is what we have for the services section. Then we move to the skills section. For the skills section here, we have nice skill section here to showcase the skills. For the HTML, we have 98% CSS with nice over effect as well. We have for JavaScript, React, Node.js, Python, Figma, same as Photoshop, everything with nice over effect. You can see what we have for this skill section. Then we move to the project section. For the feature projects, we have for the project we have the web design, the mobile development, the e-commerce app. Then we have for dashboard UI UX design. Then we move to the contact section. The contact section we have for the name, email, and also a text area for the message. Then we have a button with nice over effect. Then we have the footer as well, which contain the logo as well. Then you can see that the portfolio website is with nice smooth scrolling effect. The smooth scrolling effect, you can easily navigate to different section. Go back to the home, the services, the skills, the project, then the contact with nice over effect. It is fully responsive across different screen sizes, from desktop. From desktop, we have for tablets, then for mobile as well. This is what we have with the nav icon. Easily navigate to the skills, the project, the service, then the home. So without wasting our time, let's get started, guys. The ID I'll be using is VS Code. As you can see, I already have my VS Code open here. So I'll be creating the file for the both HTML and the CSS, and in file as well for the CSS. I have the image I'll be using for the website. This is the profile image I'll be using. This is the image I'll be using for the project, the e-commerce image, the dashboard image, also as the project image I'll be using for the project. So in our HTML, to copy the code URL, then I'll be linking it my header. So guys, let's get started. For the portfolio website, what do we have? We have the first thing we have is the nav bar with the logo. In the left hand side, we have the nav links in the middle. Then we have a button, the contact button in the right hand side. So the first thing we'll be getting started with is the nav bar before we now move to the home section. Okay. So for the header, I'll be having the header tag with a class of header as well. Inside the header, I will now be having my nav inside the header with a class of container. So inside the nav, the first thing I'll be having is a div for the logo as well. Then inside the div for the logo, I'll be having the logo. Actually, the name I was using is Steven, so I can just use a random logo. So I'm just using Steve here for the logo. So I'll be using Steve for the logo. Then after the div for the logo, the next we'll be having the nav icon. We'll be having an input. Then after the input, we'll be having a label which will contain the nav icon, which will let us navigate for the website when it is in mobile view. But now we are going to hide. We already hide the nav icon. We cannot see it because it's already in hiding. So I will have to link it in the header before I will now hide it. So for the nav, I'll be having an input checkbox. I'll be hiding an ID of nav toggle. Then I'll be giving it a class of nav toggle as well. Then inside the input, I'll be having the label for the nav toggle. I'll be giving it a class of nav icon as well. So inside the label, I'll be having the nav bar icon inside the label. I'll be getting the icon from font horizon as well. So I'll be go to my browser now to go to font horizon. This is how I'll be getting the icons. So I'll just search for nav bar. So this is what we have. I'll just copy the code snippet, then I paste it inside the label. So after the label, the next thing we'll be having is the order list for the nav links as well. I'll be having an order list with a class of nav links. Then inside the on other list, I'll be having list items for the links, for the nav links, for the home, the services, the skills, the project, and the contact as well. But inside the list item, I'll be wrapping them inside an anchor tag because it's a link, it should be clickable. So I'll be wrapping them inside an anchor tag of A. So for the first one, which will be the home, this is for the home. Let's just copy this and paste it 4 more times. 3, 4, 5. The second will be for the services. While the third one will be for the skills. The fourth one will be for the projects. While the last one will be for the contacts. So this is what we have now. After the navbar, the next we'll be having, after the on other list, the next we'll be having is the button, the contact button. I'll be wrapping the contact button to inside a div as well. Button, contact. So I'll be giving the button a class of primary button, the secondary button rather, button secondary. Now let's see what we have in the browser before we proceed. Okay, now this is what we have for the logo, for the nav icon, for the nav links, also for the contact. The next thing I'll be doing, I'll be styling everything in CSS and see what we can do with the header. Let's style everything. Let's style the header in the CSS first before we proceed to the next section. Okay. Sorry, I thought I already created a file for the CSS. Just get rid of this one. Now let's create another file for the CSS, which will be the style.css. Okay, now this is what we have for the CSS. I'll be splitting my screen now for nice view so that we can see what we are doing. So the first thing I'll be styling, I'll be using the user selector. For the scroll behavior should be smooth, so that when we scroll, it will be easy to smooth. It will be easy to smooth. We have a smooth scrolling effect to move to another section. So the next thing I'll be styling now is the body. I will give it the website a general font family. I'll be using Area. Then I'll be using sans serif as my backup font. Then I'll be giving it a background color, a background for the website. I'll be using the gradient color here, 135 degree. Then for the third color as well, now there's actually error somewhere. We have the CSS for title CSS. Okay, let's check it out by this. Now this is what we have. I think there's error when we are linking the CSS before. Let's check it out. The CSS here. This is where the error is coming from. Can you see? This is actually a typographical error. I mistakenly put this right slash at the front of CSS. That's what we are doing. You can check it out before. I put a background color, but it's not reflecting in the website. So I have to check the linking, the way I link this the CSS. So I should not be putting this right slash there. So I have to remove it. Then I save it back. This is what we have for the background color. So this is what we have now for the background color. So the next thing I'll be styling is the container, general container, because I have a class of container here for the nav. I give the nav a class of container. So the next thing I'll be styling is the container. I'll be giving it a maximum width of 1200 pixels, a margin of 0 auto, the perfect margin. Then I'll be giving it a padding as well, a padding of 0 for the top and the bottom, while I'll be giving it 20 pixels for the right and the left. Okay. Then now let's tie the header as well. The header. The position should be fixed because we don't want it to scroll along with the website. We want it to be fixed. Then from the top should be 0. Okay. Then we should give it a width of 100% as well. 100% of the container. Then the background color. Then let's add some backdrop filter for the header. You will see the work of the backdrop filter when we are scrolling. Later, when we are done with the project, I'll be giving it a blur of 10%. Of 10 pixel. Then for the Z index, I have to give it a high Z index so that it will be the one to float at the top while the other scroll under it. So I have to give it a padding as well. A padding of 1 rem for the top, and the bottom one a padding of 0 from the left and the right. Then for the header container, I'll make it a flex box. Then the justify contents as well should be space between. Okay. Let's align the item by the center. Then for the logo as well, let's increase the font size of the logo. 1.5 rem. Let's make it a bold font by using the font width bold. Then let's give it a color as well. I'll give it a yellow color here. Now for the nav links, make it a flex box as well by using the display flex. Then let's remove the dots, the list style by using the list style none to remove the list style. Let's see what we have. This is actually nav link, not nav links. We did not have add s here for the nav links. So now this is what we have. That's why we should target very well the class we are using in CSS. In the HTML, to target it very well in the CSS to avoid errors. So now for the nav links anchor tag, for the nav links A, the text decoration should be none as well to remove the underline. Then I'll give it a color of white. Then for the font size, I'll give it a font of 1 rem. Now for the nav links over effect, I'll give it a color as well, the yellow color. The next thing I'll be styling now is the button. The button secondary. Let's check it out. Okay. I'll be giving it a background of transparent as well. Let's remove the border. Let's add slight border of 2 pixels solid. The yellow color as well, using the yellow color. The first thing we'll be doing is I'll be styling the button here because I have another button. I'll be using another button in the website. Let's check it out. We'll be using another button here for the I am in the resume. So I want to style the button together here at the same time, once and for all, so that when we just reach here, the button will just reflect on the other button. So that I want to try and avoid writing of too much CSS here. First thing I'll be styling is the button. I'll be giving it a padding of 12 pixels for the top and the bottom, while I'll be giving it 24 pixels for the left and right. Okay. Now for the border, I'll have a border of none. Then for the border radius as well, I'll be giving it a border radius of 25 pixels. Then for the cursor should be pointer as well. Then the font width, let's make it 500. The transition, for the text decoration, I'll make it none. Display should be inline flex. Okay, this is what we have. Now for the button over, I'll be changing the background. Yeah, I'll be giving it the background of the yellow background as well. I'll be giving it a color of black, of a dark gray. Okay, nice. That's what we have for the over effect. For the nav toggle now, let's hide the nav toggle. Make it a display of none. We don't need it now, we'll get back to it later. And now for the nav icon as well. Let's increase the font size of the nav icon. I'll be using the font size of 1.5 rem. The color as well. I'll be giving it a white color. The cursor should be pointer because it should be clickable. Okay, now this is what we have. Now let's make it a display of none. Let's hide it as well. Okay, now this is what we have. For the over effect here, okay, let's add some transition. Okay, now this is what we have for the header. Let's see what we have so far. Let's add the general color as well to fluid our stress of writing color all the time. Okay, here the color will be white. Then for the line height, 1.6. Before we move to the home section, okay, I feel like I just adjust the padding so that we have nice header here, navbar here, but I can stitch in the padding later. When we are done, when we continue with the home section, I can stitch in the padding because here, I said I should give you the padding of 0. Okay, this is what we have now for the navbar. With nice over effect as well. Let's try and adjust this background color, general background color, the linear gradient as well, of 135 degree. Then the first color I'll be having of 0%. Then for the second color, of 50% as well. Then for the third color, of 100%. Okay. Now this is what we have for the nav bar. The next section we'll be moving to now is the home section. In the home section, we have, let's check it out. We have the content, home content by the left hand side, where we have the image at the right hand side. In the left hand side, we have the content with an emoji, the moving emoji, the logo, the description, the I am in button, the resume button as well with nice over effect. While in the right hand side, we have the image with nice over effect as well before we now move to the start. Yeah. So now I'll be dividing the home section into two different parts for the home both for the home content and also for the home image. So guys, let's dive in and see what we can do. So I'll be having a section. Let me comment it out first. For the home section, it's just Euro section. I'll be having a section of Euro with the class of home with the ID of Euro. Okay. To avoid confusion, let's make it this way. So now inside the section, I'll be wrapping everything, the content inside the section, inside the container, inside a div of container. Okay. Then inside the container, for the left hand side, that will be for the Euro content, while the right hand side will be for the Euro image. Then for the Euro content, then another div for the Euro text as well. We have to organize all our content, all our HTML code by wrapping everything inside different div, so that it will not cause confusion when we want to style it as well. So for the Euro text, I'll be having each one for the title. The first thing I'll be having a span for the wave. I'll be giving the span the class of wave. And I'll be using emoji here, the waving emoji. Okay. Then after the span, then another span again, because I'll be using different color for both I am and the name the name which is Steven, so I have to use another name to give them different color in the CSS. Or I'll be giving the second span a class of highlights. Then for the name, that will be Steven. Then the next thing I'll be having is the paragraph for the description. Here I'll just use a lorem to generate some text for the description. Just make it like this. Then for the button, I'll be wrapping the button in the class of hero button as well. Then the face button, we have having a content of I am me. I'll be giving it a class of primary button primary. Then the second button as well, just copy this one, I'll paste it. The second button will be for resume. I'll be giving it a class as well, or button secondary. Okay, but the second button have an icon by the side. I have an icon, the download icon, so I'll be putting the icon inside the button as well, so that both the button and the resume and the icon will be side by side. You see everything when you are styling it in CSS. So here I'll be getting the icon, the download icon from front resume as well. The download icon. Okay, I'll be using the first one. I'll copy the code snippet. Then I'll paste it. Then after the hero text, what we will be having next, we are done. I think we are done with this side. We have the title, which is the H1. We have the description for the paragraph. Let's check it out. Then after the paragraph, we have the button. Okay. After the title, we have the description. After the description, we have the button. Then the next thing we'll be moving to is the image. Yeah, the hero image. So I'll be having another class for the hero image as well. After the hero texts, it will still be inside the hero content, but it will be another div after another div outside the hero text. It will be a separate div for the hero image. Then for the image frame, I'll be wrapping it inside the div of image frame. And then I'll be getting the image. I already have the image. I'll be using home image. I have all the image link here. I have all the image in the same folder. It's my file. This is the home image for the project. This is the home image. This is the image I'll be using for the home. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, now I think we are done with this section. For the right hand side, we have the image. The left hand side, we have the content. So guys, let's see what we have in the browser. Okay, now this is what we have. Now let's type it in CSS. So the first thing I'll be styling here for the hero content, for the hero section here, first thing I'll be styling is the hero. I'll be giving it a padding, a general padding, 120 pixels for the top and the bottom. Now this is what we have. Okay. Then after the padding, I'll be giving it a minimum height of 100 VH as well. Let's make it a flex box. Then for the display, I'll make it a flex box. Let's align the item should be by the center. Then for the hero content, the right hand side, the left hand side rather, the hero content, you have to make it a grid. That should be a grid box, not a flex. Then for the grid template column, that will be 1 FR, 1 FR. Okay. Let's see what we have for the hero content here. The hero content, this is the general container. This is the general container for both the hero text and the hero image. So now I have to I make it a grid. So I make it a grid template column of 1 FR, 1 FR. That means both the hero content and the hero image we divide, we contain the page, even we contain the page equally. I divide both of them 1 FR, 1 FR. The left hand side will take 1 FR, the right hand side will also take 1 FR. So this is what we have now. As you can see, this is what we have, 1 FR, 1 FR. So when I adjust the image size, we see everything we make. Then let's give it a gap of 4 gap between them. Let's align the item by the center. Then let's give it a margin bottom of 4 as well. Then for the hero, for the H1, that will be the hero text H1. The font size, I'll give it a font size of 3 Okay. Then let's give it some margin by the bottom. That will be margin bottom as well. The margin by the bottom of 1 Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, now this is what we have. Now let's, for the wave, for the emoji, the wave emoji, for us to make it to wave like this. Can we see what we have here to shake? Now I'll be using the keyframes. Let's make it an inline block as well. So for the animation, okay, now let's use the keyframe wave for the wave. Now for the 0%, the 20% as well, using 0%, 20%, 60%, and 100%. Transform. And 0 degree. Then for 10%, the transform as well. We rotate 14 degree. That's what you have. Okay. For 30%, the transform will be rotate as well. Minus 8 degree as well. Then for the 40%, the transform and then for the 70%, the transform will be rotate as well. Okay, let's check what we have. We should have a 50% here. The transform will be rotate minus 4 degree. This should be 14 degree. We have from the 0 degree, we have 14 degree, we have minus 8 degree. We have 14 degree minus 4 degree and 10 degree as well. So now let's see what we have. Okay, you can see what we have now for the wave. That's keyframe. So yeah, if I did not explain the keyframe very well, maybe I will hold another class for the keyframe, for the CSS keyframe. Then for the highlight, let's give it a color as well, the highlight. Okay, for the name, we already give it another color of yellow, Steven. So after the highlights, for the paragraph text as well, the Euro text P paragraph, I'll give it a margin by the bottom, margin of 2rem. Then for the opacity, I don't want it to be too sharp, it's too fade. Let's make it fade of 0.8. Can we see what we have? It make it look like a dark and white. Okay, let's see, maybe we should put it like 0.6. Oops, that's too much. Let's leave it 0.8 for the opacity. And we can see the resume button. We already styled the resume button. I told you that time that I styled the resume button with the contact button because I gave it a class of premi of button secondary. Well, I already gave this button, the contact button, the class of I already gave it a class of button secondary as well. So immediately I use the same class for both of them. The style I already have for this button, the contact button, will also reflect for the resume button as well. The only button I'll be styling now is the hire me button. So now let's style the button, the hire me button, which is the premi button. We use a class of premi button for the hire me. Okay, we use a class of premi button premi. Let's give it a background of yellow. Then for the color, okay, now for the over, the button, the over effect, let's add a nice over effect for it. I'll be giving it a background color okay. Then let's make it transform a little. We'll translate y to -2 pixel. Let's check it out. Now this is what we have for the hire me button. Then for the resume, now we can see the wave as well. Now the next thing I'll be styling now is the image. We are done with this part. We are done with the left part. We'll be moving to the right part, which is the image, the hero image. Now let's style the image as well. The hero image, let's make it a flex box as well. Then the justify content should be center as well. Then for the image frame, let's give it a width of 300 pixels for the frame. Then let's give it a height as well. We are giving it the same height as the same width of 300 pixels as well. Then for the border, I'll be giving it a border of 4 pixels, solid, the yellow as well. I'll be giving it the yellow color. Okay, this is what we have for the border. Then the border radius, let's make it a rounded corner by adding border radius. I'll be giving it a border radius of 20 pixels as well. Overflow should be hidden. Let's remove unnecessarily overflowing. Okay, can you see what we have? Let's transform it to bend a little. Let's rotate it 5 degrees. Can we see now? We already rotated 5 degrees. Now let's add transition to it for nice over. For smooth over effects, I'll be giving it a transform of 0.3 seconds. Now for the image frame over, then let's return the transform. We know we already make it. Okay, I'm coming. Here we make it to rotate of 5 degrees. That's why it rotates 5 degrees like this. Now let's return the rotation when we over on it to be 0 degree. Let's return the rotation to 0 degree back and see what we have. The rotation will be 0 degree. Can we see? Now we can rotate it. Can we see what we have? Okay, now let's adjust the image. The image frame we are styling since is the container that contains the image, because here we gave it a container of image frame. Now the image, let's style the image, which is the home image, which will now be image frame image. So now let's style the image frame. It should now be image frame, image. Let's give it a width of 100% of the container, because we already give the container 300 pixels here. We give the container 300 pixels, a width of 300 pixels, height of 300 pixels. So now the image should be 100% of the container, which should take over the whole width and the whole height of the container. Let's give it a height of 100% as well. Can we see what we have now? For the object fit, it should be cover. Okay, this is what we have now. Can we see? Now I love it. I love this with nice over effect as well, with the shaking, the waving and as well with the title. We have the description, we have the button, the I am in and the resume button. Can we see what we have? We have the nav links as well with nice over effect, same as the contact button. If you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you. So the next thing we'll be moving to now, we'll be moving to the stats. Let's see what we have here. We have the stats here. We have plus 12 years experience, we have plus 200 projects done, plus 120 happy clients, then plus 5 awards win. So we'll be styling the stats. We'll be moving to the stats section now. Before we now move, we still have we have the service section, we have the skills section as well. We have the skills, we have the project section, we have the contact section as well. So we have a long way to go now for the start. So now I'll first be writing everything in the HTML, be writing the text, the code in this HTML, then I'll move to CSS to style it. This is the container. The start will also be in the same container with the hero, with the home content here. So it should be in the same container, but okay, this is for the hero content. You can see I already wrap the hero content, all the content in the home section in a div for hero content. Inside the hero content, I have the hero text for the left hand side, then for the right hand side, I have the hero image. Now I'll be having another div again for the stats. Let's comment it out for the stats. Then inside the stats, we'll be having a div for the stat items. The stat items. Then for the title, that's plus 12. Then for the paragraph text, years experience. Then let's copy the start items and paste it for 3 more times. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the second one will be plus 200. Project done, that will be for project done. Then the third one will be plus 120. Happy client. Then the last one will be plus 5 for the awards. Plus 5 awards win. Awards 1 as well. Okay, now we are done. Let's see what we have so far. Okay, this is what we have for the stats. Now let's type the stats in CSS as well. Now for the start, let's make it a grid box. It should be display grid. Now for the grid template column, we have 4 content here. So I have to make it a repeat of 4, 4, 1 FR. Yes. Can we see now? This for the first one, the second one, the third one, then the fourth one. Let's give it a gap of 2 Now for the background, let's give it a background okay. Now let's give it a padding as well, a padding of 2 Can we see we give it a padding of 2 The 2 will be equally both for the top, the bottom, the left and the right. Everything will both be having a padding of 2 Let's give it some rounded corner, slightly rounded corner by using the border radius. Using the border radius of 15 pixels. Okay, this is what we have. Then for the backdrop filter as well, Let's make it blur of 10 pixels. This is what we have. Can we see? The backdrop filter, make it more transparent. Now this is what we have for the home section. Can we see now? With nice over effect. We are not done. We are not done styling the stats. Now the start items. Let's select the items one by one because we have 4 different items here. I gave all of them the same class of start items. So now start item, let's align the text, should be center. Can we see now? Then for the title, the H3, it should be the start items H3. Let's give it a font size of 2M. The color of yellow as well. Then the margin button, let's add a slight margin for the bottom. I'll be adding a margin of 0.5. I think that 0.5 should be okay. Now this is what we have. Then for the paragraph text, the paragraph text look too light, look too sharp. Let's reduce the opacity a little bit. That will be the start items P. The opacity, I'll be giving it an opacity of 0.8 as well. Okay, this is what we have now. Let's check it out. For the home section, we have the nav bar with the logo of Steve. We have the nav links with nice over effect as well. Then we have the contact button with nice over effect as well. Then for the home section, we have the left content with the shaking hand. Then the title, I am Steven. Then the description here as well. We have the I am a button, the resume button, the image with nice over effect as well, the profile image. Then we have the stats for the plus 12 years experience, plus 200 projects done, plus 120 happy clients, then plus 5 awards win. Now the next section we'll be moving to now is the service section. Now let's see what we can do. What do we have? Let's see what we have in the service section. In the service section, okay, we have different cards we have cards for web development, UI UX design, mobile development, photography, digital marketing, brand strategy. So guys, let's get started without wasting our time. Don't forget, if you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. I will surely reply to you. Now the next section will be the service section. This should be another section entirely with a class of services, an ID of services as well. Okay, inside the section, I'll be wrapping every content of the service section in a div of a container as well. A div of a container. Then the title will be my service. My services. Then I'll be giving it the title, a class section title. Then after the title, I'll be having a grid for the cards, which will be the service grid. The services grid. Okay, inside the service grid, so I will now be having a different container for each card. Here we have like 6 different cards, so I'll be having a different container for each card, which will be service cards. Then inside the first card, what we'll be having is the icon. Let's see the icon that we have here. Okay, let's get the icon. For the first icon, I'll be wrapping it inside the div of service icon. Okay, then after the service icon, the next thing I'll be having is the title for web development. Web development. Then the paragraph text generate. Let me just generate some text from the 20. Let's make it 10. Okay. So now this is what we have. I think we are done with the first card. We have the title, which is, we have the icon, then we have the title, which is for web development, then we have the paragraph text as well. Let's see what we have in the browser first. Okay, this is what we have, my services, web development. Okay, now let's copy and paste. How many cards do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have to copy and paste the cards 6 times. The service card, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. If you find this your code not neat when you are copying, when you copy and paste the cards, you can just press Shift Alt F on the keyboard. It's a built-in in the VS Code. It just align your codes as it's supposed to be. You can just press Shift Alt F. Okay. Now this is what we have, 6 different cards. Let's tidy it first. Let's tidy it before we change the contents inside. Now I'll be styling all the whole section title together now, so that it will not be styling this section title. So for all the section title now, I'll just be giving them, I'll give them a general font size and a general font color. First thing, let's align the text. I'll be aligning the text by the center. The section title, text align should be center. Then for the font size, I'll be giving it the font size of 2.5 rem. Then the margin bottom as well, I'll be giving it a margin by the bottom of 3 rem. Then color, the yellow color as well. Okay, this is what we have. This is what we'll be having for all the title. This is my services. Then after my services, we have my skills, project, featured project, then contacts as well. So now for the services section, let's tidy it. For services, I'll be giving it a padding 80 pixel and 0, a padding of 80 pixel from the top and the bottom, while a padding of 0 from the left and the right. Okay. Now for the service grid, the services grid as well. Let's make it a grid by using the display grid. Then for the grid template column, let's see what we have. I'll make it a repeat. Should auto fit the container. Then for the minimum and the maximum, I want it to be a minimum of 300 pixel, 1 FR on the container. Let's see, 300 pixel, 1 FR. Okay. Now this is what we have. This is 300 pixel, 1 FR, so it will distribute the content evenly on the website, on the service page. And let's give it a gap of 2 rem as well. Okay, this is what we have for the my service so far. Now for the service card, let's tie each card. The service card, I'll give it a background color. Okay. Then I'll be giving it a padding. Let's give it some padding inside. Padding of 2 rem equally. 2 rem for the top, 2 rem for the bottom, 2 rem for the side, for the left hand side, 2 rem for the right hand side as well. Okay, now let's give it a rounded corner by using the border radius of 15 pixel. Now, can we see this what we have for the service? Making sense. Then let's align the text to be by the center. Then let's add transition to it as well. Transform 0.3 seconds. Then the backdrop filter as well. Let's make it blur of 10 pixel. Okay, this is what we have. Now let's add over effect on the card. The service card over effect. The service card over. That will be transform. Translate Y to the Y side of minus 10 pixel. Now this is what we have. Now the service icon looks small. Let's make it big. For the service icon, font size, let's adjust the font size of the service icon. Let's make it 3 rem. Okay, then the color as well, that should be a yellow color. Is a title here. Now the margin bottom, let's give it some gap at the bottom of 1 rem. Okay, looking nice. Now for the title as well, the service H3, the service card H3. Let's add the margin to the bottom as well of 1 rem. Now for the paragraph, the service card paragraph, let's reduce the opacity as well. Opacity, I'll make the opacity should be 0.8. Okay, now this is what we have. Okay, now let's adjust the content inside. The first one, The first card is for web development, while the second card is for UI UX design. UI UX design. Then the icon I'll be using here, I'll be getting the icon from Font Awesome as well. Okay, let's see the icon. Okay, let's use the pencil. Let's use the first one here. So I copy the code snippet here. Then the third, for the third icon, the third title will be for mobile development. Then the icon I'll be using here is the mobile phone for the mobile development section. The mobile phone. Okay. Then the fourth one will be for photography. Photography. Then the icon, I'll be using the camera icon here. Then the next one will be for digital marketing. Digital marketing. Then the icon I'll be using here, the graph. Okay, chart fit here. Then the last one will be for brand strategy. Strategy. Then the icon I'll be using here is the trophy icon. Now, that's the last icon. Let's see what we have in the browser. Okay. Digital marketing icon. Let's see what happened. So digital marketing. Let's get the icon again. Okay, you can just use this chat line. You cannot use that one for free. You can see. But we can use others for free. So I just pick another one. Okay, now this is what we have. This is what we have so far for the service. You we can see, we can go back to the home. Then to the service, my services. Now the next section here is the skill section. The section we'll be having now is the skill section. What do you have in the skill section? Okay, we have the skill label. We have the skill label here that showcase for the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Node.js, Python, Figma, Photoshop. Like I said earlier, the website is fully responsive across different skill sites. You can see, let's check it out. This is what we have. This is what we have for the desktop and the laptop size. Then for the tablets, the tablet size is what we have. You can see, we can go back to the project, to the skills, to the service, then to the home. Then we can close it back as well. This is what we have, fully responsive. The icons are not loading here. That's actually maybe, so this is what we have. Then for the mobile, this is what we have as well for the mobile. So now we are in the skill section. This is the project we are building. This is where we are now. We are already done with the home section, the service section. So now we are in the skill section. Let's see what we can do for the skill section. Now I'll be having a different section, another section here. Okay, just for the skills section. A section with a class of skills notes. Then the div of skills. Okay, now this is what we have. Now I'll be wrapping everything in the skill section inside the container of skills, inside the div of the container as well. Container. Now for the title, that will be section title. Section title, that will be for my skills. Then for the skills bar, I'll be having a span for the HTML. Which is the skill label. The skill label. Then let's give it a background color for the bar background. For bar which is the bar background. Then I'll be having another div inside the div of bar fill. Then let's give it a width. I'll be giving it a width. Here we are dealing with the skill label, the skill bar, so it has width. We have different widths. The first one has a width of 98%. a width of 98%. Okay. Then after the width, we'll be having span as well. It should be 98%. 98%. This is what showcase the figure that we have 98%. This is a div. This is a div for the bar field with a width of 98%. So the bar field will fill. Let me show you what I mean. The first div is the one that will fill the content to 98%. Why this one is the other span of 98%. Why this one here is 92%, it will fill it to 92%. The content inside the div where we have the bar fill inside the bar background. So now let's see what we have. The span of 98% of skews value. I'll be giving it a skew class of skew value. So now we are done with the first skew bar. Here we have the skew bar. Now I'll just copy the skew bar and paste it. How many skew bar do we have? Let's check it out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 skew bar. Now this is the skew bar. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can align your code by pressing your Shift Alt F on the keyboard. So we have 8 skew bar now. Okay. Now let's adjust the content inside. The first skew bar is for HTML, the width is 98%. Then the second one is for CSS. The second skew bar is for CSS. The width is 92%. Then for the third one is for JavaScript. The JavaScript, the width is 88% here. It's 8% for JavaScript. Then the next one we'll be having is React. The width 72%. Not bad, that's nice. 72% for the width, the React. Then the next one we'll be having is the Node.js. The width is 43%. Then after the Node.js, the next one we'll be having the Python. We are having Python. The width for Python 40%. Then after Python we have for Figma, which is 98%. Okay. Then Photoshop, the last one, which is 92%. Photoshop. Which is 92%. Now let's see what we have. Okay, this is what we have. Now let's tidy it. Let's tidy the skill section. Okay, for the skill auth, that's the class I gave it. I gave it for the general div. It is skill auth. Now the background color. For the background, I'll be using a gradient color here as well. Okay, let's just copy what we have here for the body. Now we can paste it for the background. Then let's give it a padding. For the section, I'll be giving it a padding of 60%, 60 pixels for the top. Then I'll be giving it a padding of 0 for the right hand side. Then 40%, 40 pixels for the bottom as well. While 0 for the left hand side as well. Let's give it a box shadow. I'll be giving it a box shadow of 0, 8 pixels, 32 pixels, GB 79. Now let's give it the border radius as well. Border radius of 24 pixels. Okay, this is what we have. Now for the skill bar, the skill auth and the skill bar, the skills bar. Let's give it a maximum width of 700 pixels. A margin as well, I'm giving it a margin of 40 pixels, auto for the right hand side, while 0 for the left hand side. Auto as well. Okay, this is the margin. Then let's give it padding. I'm giving it a padding of 32 pixels, 18 pixels, 18 pixels as well, and the last one for the left hand side 18 pixels as well. A padding of 32 pixels. Oh, this is for padding now. This is not supposed to be like this. Okay. I gave it a padding of 32 pixels for the top, 18 pixels for the right hand side, left hand side, while 18 pixels for the bottom as well, while 18 pixels for the left hand side as well. Okay, this is what we have now. And let's give it a background. .07. Okay. Now for the border radius as well. Let's give it a border radius for the rounded corner. I'll be giving it a border radius of 18 pixels. Then for the box shadow, 0, 2 pixels, 12 pixels. 0.08. Okay, that's for the shadow. Now let's tie the scuba. Let's make it a flex box for the scuba. Let's align the item, it should be by the center. Then let's give it a margin bottom of 22 pixels. Okay. Let's give it some gap as well. We need a gap of 18 pixels. Okay. Give it a background. Okay. This should be 255. Now that's for the background. Give it the background. Now for the border radius as well. I've given it a border radius of 14 pixels. Let's see what we have here. Scrolls bar. Now let's give it a padding of 10 pixels, 18 pixels. Okay. For the shadow. Let's add transition as well. Box shadow. .2 seconds. For the background as well. 0.2 seconds. Now for the scuba over. Let's give it a background. Now for the box shadow as well. Okay. Let's see what we have. Okay, now we are making progress. Now, after the skills bar over, the next will be styling is skill label. Skill label. I'll be giving it a width of 90%, 90 pixel. Then the font width as well, 600. The color, let's make it the yellow color. Then for the letter spacing, let's space the letter 0.5 rem. 0.5 pixel, using pixel here. Then let's increase the font size 1.08 rem. Okay. Now for the bar background, let's make the flex should be 1 for the bar background. Okay. Let's give it a background. Okay, this is what we have for the over. Now let's add the border radius for the rounded corner as well. A border radius of 20 pixels. Let's give it a height of 18 pixels as well. Okay. Then let's remove the overflow. Overflow should be hiding. And let's give it a margin of 0, 10 pixels. Then let's give it a box shadow as well of 0, 1 pixel, 4 pixels as well of 0, 0. Okay, now for the bar fill, let's give it a height of 100% of the container. Then the border radius as well, let's give it a border radius of 20 pixels. Then the background, we'll be using the background of linear gradient here, we all know, 90°. Okay, this is what we have. Now let's add transition. Transition of the width, the 1 second. Big Bezier of 4, 0.2 as well. Then for the skills value, the skill value, I'll be giving it a minimum width of 40 pixels. Then for the font width as well, let's make it the bold fonts. The font width of 600. Then for the color, then the font size as well. Let's increase the font size, should be 1.08 rem. Then let's give it a text shadow. Okay, can we see? Let's see skills value. We already gave it the text shadow, the font size as well. I think we are done with this skill section. Now let's see what we have for the skills. And we see for the HTML, which is 98% with nice over effect. We use a gradient column for the bar fill. We use the gradient color for the bar fill, the gradient color of yellow and light blue. Can we see what we have? Then for the bar background as well, we use a gradient color as well with nice over effect. Now this is what we have for the Photoshop 92%, Figma 98%, Python 40%, Node.js 43%, for the React 72%, for the JavaScript 88%, CSS 92%, then for HTML it's 98%. Now we are done with 3 different sections. We have the home section done already, the service section as well, the skill section. Now the next section will be the project section. So guys, let's get started. For the project session, we'll be writing all the content in the HTML, then come back to style it, then everything step by step in CSS. For projects, I'll be having a section with the class of project auth and also with an ID of project as well. A section project. I just leave it as project and an ID of project as well. So now I'll be wrapping everything inside the div of a container. Then inside the container, the first thing I'll be having is the section title. The section title here will be featured projects. Then after the featured projects, I'll be wrapping everything inside a div with the class of project grid. Okay, then after the project grid, I'll be having a div for each card. I'll be wrapping each card inside a div of project cards. How many cards do we have for the project? We have 3 different cards, if I guess right. Okay, we have 3 cards. Okay. the div of project card. Then inside the first card, what we'll be having, the first we'll be having is the image. I will have the image inside the div of project image. Project image wrapper. But I'll just short the wrapper to the project image wrap. Then for the image, I already have the image I'll be using for the first project is the web design. Okay. These are the images I will be using for the project. This is the photography portfolio. If you want something like this too, we have the video, we have the live section, we have the edited parts as well. It's on my channel, you can check it out. Then the second video will be for e-commerce. Okay, this one too. This is the second e-commerce. Okay, for e-commerce we have this live edited video too on the website. You can check it out. Why the third image before the dashboard as well. So after the image, the next thing I'll be having, after the image, the next thing I'll be having is the project info. Inside the project info, I'll be having the title, which is the H4 for project website. Then after the project website, I'll be having the paragraph text for web design as well. Then now we have the first card. You can just copy the first card and paste it 2 more times to get the others. Then you can just press Shift Alt F on the keyboard to align the text. Then the second one, the second card will not be for web design. The second card will be for e-commerce app. That will be for mobile development. Okay, now for the image, I'll be changing the image as well for e-commerce. Then the third card will be the dashboard UI. Which will be the UI UX design. Then I will change the image as well to the dashboard image. Now we are done with the HTML. Let's see what we have for this project section. Okay, we have the images. Now let's type it in CSS. For the project section, and for the project, let's give it a background color. I'll be giving it the background color of the same as the body color. Okay, can we see what we have now? Let's type it and see. Then after the background color, I'll be giving it a padding as well. A padding of 60 pixels for the top. Then 0 for the left hand side, then 40 pixels for the bottom. Then 0 for the right hand side as well. Okay, for the class, this project, I have S at the front of the project. Okay, so now I did not add S here, so I have to add S. That's error in style in the naming. That's why we have to be very, very careful. Okay, can we see what we have now? Now the project, and also as the project grid. Let's make it a grid box, a grid. Then for the grid template column, that will be repeat as well. Auto fit. Then for the minimum and the maximum, that will be 270 pixels, 1 FR. Okay. Now let's give it a gap. We'll be giving it a gap of 32 pixels for the gap. Now let's give it a margin top of 40 pixels as well. Now for the project card, now the background, let's give it a border radius. Giving it a border radius of 18 pixels. Then for the border, for the box shadow as well, I'll be giving it a box shadow of 0.4 pixels. Okay, the box shadow should be 0.07. Now let's remove the overflow by using the overflow ID. For the transition of the transform, 0.2 seconds. Then for the box shadow as well, that will be 0.2 seconds. Let's make it a flex box. Now for the flex direction, should be column. Let's see what we have so far. Okay, we've not styled the image, so it's expected to be like this. When we style the image, you see the difference. Now for the project card over, okay, let's add transform as well. And let's pixel. Then let's add the scale to zoom. For the zoom, let's add a scale of 1.03. Can we see now? can we say the work of the scale? Let's add box shadow as well for the over. Okay, this is what we have. You can see the box shadow when we over on it. Now let's style the image wrap first. We have to style the container that contain the image before we now style the image. That will be the project image wrap. Let's give it a width of 100%. Oops, sorry. That should be 100%. Not 1005. Okay. Now let's add the aspect ratio. Aspect ratio 4/3. Overflow should be hidden as well to avoid unnecessary overflowing of the contents. Can we see what we have now? Okay, but we are not done yet. Let's style the image, the project image. I'll be giving it a width of 100%. Then the aspect ratio. Oh, sorry. I should give it a height immediately after the width. Height of 100% of the container as well. Now let's avoid the way the image already transformed. So let's make the object fit should be cover. Okay. Now let's make the block element. Let's make it the block element by using the display block. Let's add transition as well. Transform 0.3 seconds. Okay, now this is what we have. We are not done yet. We still have the content. We still have the over effect. Now let's add the over effect to the image, to the project card, and also the image. Now project card over. Also as the project image wrap image. The project card over and the project image wrap image. So I'm styling both of them together. Let's give it a transform of scale to zoom out as of 1.07. Sorry, the scale should be inside the bracket. It should be like this. Okay. Now this is what we have. Can we see now? Okay. Now for the project info. The project info, I'll be giving it a padding 22 pixels for the top, 18 pixels for the left hand side, 18 pixels as well for the bottom, or 18 pixels for the right hand side as well. Okay, now looking nice. This should be 18 as well. Text align. Let's align the text should be by the left. Now we see why we use the text align should be by the left now. Now for the project info h4, project info, the title, let's give it a color. A dark green color. Okay, this is what we have. Let's give it a margin as well. Margin of 0. Let's just pick 0, then 0. Let's increase the font size. Be 1.18 rem. Okay. Now for the paragraph text, the description, let's change the color as well. Let's style it. The project info P. Let's give it a margin as well. A margin of 0. General margin of 0. The color. Then for the font size as well of 0.98 rem. Now for the font width also as the contact. Okay. Now the next section we'll be moving to is the contact section. Guys, I think this will be the end of today's live section. I'm sorry I could not complete the project, but today or tomorrow, very soon I'll be dropping the full edited one on my YouTube page, on my page. We could not complete the project now because there's an emergency now and I have to leave. Sorry, what we are left with, we just have the project. We are left with the contact section. We have the text area for the name, input for the name, input for the email, and the text area for the message, and also a send button with nice over effect as well. Then we have the footer button. Then we have to make it responsive. That's not even supposed to be something that will take our time to make it responsive to be in different screen size. For this, for laptop, for desktop, then for tablets and for mobiles. I'll be dropping the clean edited one, the clean fully responsive complete edited one on my channel very soon. We have to come to the end of the live today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you.